All right, and we are back, and let's get today's dailies going. So, Winter Festival is up for the Capture Festival, so let's take a look at what we have. Everything's going to be pretty much the same. It's this rigmarole that's kind of we've been going through, but let's point out kind of the things that you're going to be looking for while you're out there farming Extreme for super materials, gold, all that good jazz. Obviously, your big hitter here is to work towards your Holy Gleam. Make sure you guys get the Holy Gleam out of here for sure before getting anything else. This stuff is what helps progress your account, and these are free, so outside of your 3 free Holy Gleams, this is a 4th one for the month, so we definitely take those. So Holy Gleam first. You can do, obviously, because it's the next big hitter, but you do your 5-star, but usually go down and get your Gleam for the week first, and then purchase the Secret Egg as you go, and then going from there, buying down the road, getting the legendary Secret Egg if you so choose. This stuff, I always get 4 stars. I'm never lucky, so I tend to not grab these eggs too often. But what we have in here is all the past Winter Capture Festival Astromon for the season. We've got Snowy and Rudolph in here you can purchase to get them back. There's 48 of them. There's enough of these to let you Evo 3. I think all 3 versions, because yeah, there's only I think there's only, is there just wood, light and dark? I'll have to double check my math on that, but that's usually how they run these, is you can then kind of start working towards these, and these are just to fill out your Astro Guide if you missed it in the previous years that these came out. Obviously, I've been playing when every single one of these came out, so we have those. Definitely get your purchase of your special Astro Chips. These are 5 Astro Chips, and now that we have the Capture Festivals for 5-star Astromon, kind of I'm assuming in the next year going to start rolling out a little bit more often. This is a perfect time to save up these Astral Chips for that if you're a veteran player, or just save these up to capture, again, the Capture Festival Astromon that's currently going on. And then the winter missions, just come in here and knock these out just as if you were doing everything else, because this is where you're going to get the bulk of the bells you need to get the said things I just talked about. So good luck, get out there farming, and yeah, let's get started with the daily today. So of course, the Capture Festival's already in full swing since the other day, and already got, somebody's already up to 55. Nice. Through all of these. Are we good, game? Looks like we're good. Alright, let's start off in this shady shop. Don't need energy. Don't need any of those gems. What am I at? 45? Sure. We'll go even 50 for soul stones. Works for me. Let's get these. Send them out. And 1 fruit here. Let's do the weekly as well. Where's the plus 12? Upgrade, consecutive. Let's do 30. And quick upgrade. And got there. We did 30 times. And we'll take that. Let me check my trinkets though. I'm going to clean these up. Oh, did I don't remember if I just... I don't think I divided. I think I accidentally sold those. I wasn't paying it that much attention. I was just on autopilot. Just leave that there. If we lost those, it's no big deal. Should be weekly for that. Upgrade gems. We need friends. And I have cleaned out some of my friend slots, so you guys, if you have friend requests, send them in. I have 5 new slots available. If you guys watch the dailies and want to add me, again, I tend to add you guys down in the comments usually, because I know you guys watch the videos and listen. So if you want to add me, you can go ahead. And yeah, those are probably just going to fall off, but we'll just open them right now and see what kind of garbage we probably get. Defense. This would have been nice, and then it's a recovery. Thanks game. Vitality, ferocity, and if you are wondering how I look at these, there are certain sets, and flat gems are not good. If you're curious, just go and find. You think you're funny, game. That's the second one. Go check out the gemming video I put up talking about all these gems, and I teach you in there how to go about looking at each gem. Right, there we go. That's a gem we want, except for this. This is how I know the game hates me. If any of you understand what Leon Luck is, you get a good gem, you're like, oh, it's a triangle crit damage. That's Pog. And then you get 2 recovery substats on it. Thanks, game. That's how I know God has a sense of humor. And then another flat recovery. Yeah. That's my luck with Monster Super League. Alright, what do we got here? That's just a login for NezPass. And I think we are good outside of... What do I want to farm today? I still need to get back into there for this. But we will do Star Sanctuary today then. I think that's everything we need, so let's just jump out. Alright, let's do this again. All these easy fights. Well, this one's different. So let's try this one, shall we? I always like to challenge the different teams and not all the teams that have just nothing but troll tanks and crowd control, which, by the way, is what you should be doing, but just end up avoiding it since, again, I'm a very casual player when it comes to it. I do enjoy the Champions League more just because it has a little bit less of the same thing over and over again. You get to see a big variety. But speaking of which, can we shock? Okay, I'll take that. Drowsy is an interesting choice. Let's see if we can shock Mona. Well, she resisted, but she also didn't live long enough to matter, so... Can we get it again? Oh, we can. Can we get it on here? I don't know what Dark Incubus does. Oh, well... It's not gonna matter. Almost got it. Let's focus on you and go. I'll take it. Let's go out on the map. What have we done? I think what we will do... Let's do Water Dungeon today. Yeah. And something to also point out with the capture festivals as well. So we have a capture festival every month, and that's what's made Monster Super League unique to me. That's one of the reasons why I've played it. And I know for a lot of people who watch me and listen to me talk about, you know, my opinion and things out of the game, what I like the most is that. But I didn't know how fast I personally was going to get to the point where the capture festival started to rack up if they were just going to rotate the same Astromon on it. But once again, this is not the Monster Super League isn't the big bucks game like some of the others out there. You know, compare that to like AAA video games for like the PlayStation or PC, whatever, right? This is not a AAA mobile game. This is a great free-to-play mobile game, and you can get very far with the free-to-play by playing free-to-play and not spending any money on it, which is great. That's why I love it. But the unique capture mons every month, you know, eventually they just start being the same, and that's why, you know, I think before the anniversary I had some 400 plus, you know, capture chips saved up for the anniversary. Is really the only time a new Astromon comes around for me, and that's the big thing to point out. Is you guys know I always talk about like the new player experience, because that is an important thing. And for you guys, I know it can feel overwhelming because you have a new Astromon to go out and, you know, capture every single month. And it's one of those things where that's why I always tell you patience and whatnot, because when you're out there, I know you'll look at like Anubis. Let's say you're on the Pagos Coast and Anubis shows up, right? That's a legendary Astromon. You only get 3 chances to capture it. And let's say you blow all your chips, right? And the game's like, hey, spend some of your hard-earned gems to get another chance. And you're like, oh, okay, I'll do that. And you miss again. And you do it again, you miss again. And then you do it again, you miss for the final time. And so you just spent all those gems and you missed out on capturing it. And the one thing I've learned is, once again, with how Monster Super League is and what it wants from you, is you're going to see Anubis so much because you're going to be playing the game that much, right? If you are playing it on the side every single day while letting it run, getting the gold, letting the gold pile up, getting the dragon sigils because you're on extreme, getting the super evolution materials, right? All of that eventually piles up, and you do that for long enough, right? You're gonna see Anubis so many times that you can fill out not only your Astro Guide, but you'll also be able to do what I am currently, trying to achieve. That's my next goal, is I want to super evolve every Astromon that I can. And that's kind of where I am at with it. And so what it just turns into is a game of patience, as you will see these things fast enough. And as time has gone on, I fully believe this. They've never announced this. This is just, smoke coming out of Leon's butt at this point. But I'm pretty sure they modified the buff that you can pay for to increase the spawns, like even more so than they used to. Because back in the day, I know I made a video talking about it in one of my dailies, that I didn't believe the value was there for the increase, because I didn't really see an increase. I maybe saw like not even a 5 to 10 Astromon increase in a whole day. You're talking 12 hours worth of farming for me, at least. And it's like that. Why do I care about that? That's not an edge. They're not giving me any bigger of an edge on anything. And so it turns it around that later on, as years have gone on now, that boost actually does kind of matter. You do see a significant increase, at least to 20 to 30 Astromon in a day off of it. But at the end of the day, it is all RNG too, so that is something to take away from that. But speaking of, again, going back to the Capture Festival, these Astromon are on this rotation, and now that they run these events where you can go out there and be running and get you can get for this one, I think it's the bells for Christmas. You can turn around and at least get the Capture Festival Astromon you missed from before. And that's kind of, again, going back to even coming in here talking about the Rebirth Festival. We really need to see a different rotation of Rebirth Astromon, not just in the 3-star variety, but the 4-star and the 5-star. If I could suggest anything they could do that's really easy, and I do mean easy, you can come in here and just add different Astromon in there that we need to, especially as older players, would like to see. Seeing the same Astromon 3 times in a year is sadly ridiculous on a Rebirth, to me at least. So, but yeah. What else did we want? I wanted to just real quick take a note about. It was on the notice, I believe, because we do have it coming out. Obviously, we have the new Primo Festival. They're doing a it's not gonna load, is it? Because I've already clicked on it. It's a Primo Festival for Sherazade, kind of like Midsummer Miho. They're doing a Christmas one for her. It is what it is, but the other big one, I think, was the event, something that was going on the bottom that I wanted to mention really quickly, but it won't load. I'll have to double check on it. Let's see if we can load it one more time. Yeah, it won't do it. It won't do it for me, because it's butts like that. But hold on, let me see. We'll do it on the fly. How about that? We can always go to the Monster Super League page and find it. There's the developer's notes. Because you guys... Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there was Sherazade, and then they were doing the important that. Ah, yes, it's going to be the Shady Shop. So definitely take a when they do the maintenance at like the second week before the end of the year, we're going to be looking out for the Runaway Parfait event, because things in the Shady Shop are going to be 1 gold, and there's probably going to be some good items in there. They show a legendary secret egg in that. I'm pretty sure we're going to see gleam eggs, 5-star Astromon summons, just a lot of good stuff. So definitely we're going to be on the lookout for that coming up on here. But with that, the daily is done. So I'm going to get off here, get out there and farm, and I will see you all in the next video.